Welcome back, DNA Strand crew, to the newest episode of the Dynasty DNA Morning Show, Week 12. Can't believe I'm saying that. Getting closer to the end of the season. I'm your host, TJ Blake. You can follow me over on Twitter at FFTJBlakeDNA. And as always, for the Dynasty DNA Morning Show, there's gray skies in Alaska, but there's sunshine coming through for his Baltimore Ravens. It's the one and only, my co-host of the Triple Threat Podcast, a good friend, Dynasty Wiz Nicholas Holt. You can find him over on Twitter at DynastyWizFF. Wiz, there might be gray skies in Alaska, but it's looking better for Baltimore. You got the Jets today. Are you excited? You think you're going to take care of business? How are you feeling?
Excited? No, not at all. It's the Jets. It's going to be a boring game. Our offense isn't clicking. Our defense is starting to look better. Yeah, I don't know. It's
You're
still
not worried
too
about
early. My
Tyrod
brain's
Taylor
still
at
waking up
quarterback?
a little bit. You said what?
You're not worried about Tyrod Taylor at quarterback?
I mean, Kyle Hamilton might send Tyrod Taylor to a nursing home after this game because the Jets. Someone's gonna leave Kyle Hamilton unblocked. He's gonna run, and it's over for Tyrod.
We're going to see live death.
You know what I'm going to call this is like, like the Grinch movie, wherever it's like this, one step at a time. That's what Wiz says. That's what Wiz says about the Ravens. He ain't getting too excited, but we'll see. I mean, we've got Tyrod Taylor going for the Jets today.
It's just not going to be an exciting game. That's all. For pure football's sake. We'll be one more
take the
check
under
mark
in the
here.
Jets Ravens game?
Is the under at least 30 points?
I will check. I'm curious.
Let me just say this.
I would be surprised that Baltimore scores more than 24 points.
Hello, Phil.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Phil. Glad to have you here. Now, let me just ask you, though, Wiz, you notice the graphic down.
Ooh.
What color is the graphic? Green for the New York Jets today. I mean, that's like almost an omen, maybe. Almost an omen, gangrene. So we'll have to see. But Wiz, I told you, you'll end up winning the division. You just got to relax. You got a little bit too antsy there. You're going to be back in business. You'll be doing good.
We'll be caught up after this week once the Bears curb stomp the Steelers here. So
it's
gonna be a good week.
That'll be a
over under for that Ravens Jets game is 45.5.
Yeah,
Ravens are minus 13.5 point favorites.
I would take the Jet spread.
Well, let's get into it. We got to do the introductions here. We got a lot to talk about with these games. We're joined by my co-host of the Dynasty DNA Deep Dive, the Sliminator, Noah Hutchinson. You can follow him over on Twitter at the 12th Man Fantasy 1. This guy here, the Second Chance Corner Slim. You guys ready to rock here for Week 12? Pulling for some of your guys. Ashton Jennings, 7 yards last week. It's got to be better, right?
Well, it is Cleveland's defense this week, so I mean, we can be hopeful.
Come on, Slim.
We can be hopeful that 107 yards. Bob's really been tearing me a new one with that. I do like there you go. Yeah, but I mean, I think it's better than 7 yards, but I still temper expectations so that Cleveland's run defense is real stout. So,
yeah, absolutely. We're also joined by the Dynasty DNA propaganda minister on the Wisconsin-Minnesota line. It's my friend Justin Tessier, better known as Teixeira. You can follow him over on Twitter at Teixeira91. Teixeira, ready for some Week 12? Big win you need from the Lions this week. Do you think that they're going to bounce back and deliver for you?
Yeah, every team that plays the Lions after a loss gets absolutely shell-shocked and obliterated. So I guess Giants are the next one of the crosshairs, and should be a good game. Should be fun today.
Yeah, definitely should. Lots on the line. Wiz with his bragging rights for his Bears and the Ravens. He's got a lot at stake. But, as we await some people coming in, let's go ahead and talk about some of these games.
I was going to say, it's not really playing the Lions after the loss. It's just the Lions offense works. Are we playing a bad team? And if yes, then we're gonna beat the living shit out of them. And then if we're playing a good team, we're going to underperform. That's kind of like
their alternate identity is the baby seal clubbers, because every time coming off a loss, we just club baby seals.
Yeah, that is for sure. But now we get into it. Let's start talking about some of these games. Then we're going to pick a winner while we wait for some people to join us here.
All right.
We're going to start with the Indianapolis Colts and the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, this one here, man, Chiefs kind of got their back against the wall. I was looking at the percentages. They really have to win this game. Do you like Kansas City? Do you like Indianapolis? And how do you think this game plays out, Wiz?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, Kansas City's back is against the wall here. And they need to start winning these games. I thought for sure they would beat Denver last week. It seems like a good spot. And where they usually come back from behind, Bo Nix did instead of Patrick Mahomes. So, but I do think I think the Chiefs get it done this week against Indy, right? We saw Indy they look more and more beatable each week as the season progresses. Unlike kind of how they were in the beginning, the first half of the season, right? They looked like juggernauts. Everyone's like, "Whoa, what the fuck did this team come from?" But now I think reality's slowly catching up to the Colts here. But I don't know. I think this is probably gonna be one of the better games here, and hopefully the Chiefs can keep up with the Indy offense. So.
Yeah, and the Chiefs need it, like you said. And, I do predict them to bounce back. But, I think that I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well. And Indy really hasn't played anybody too tough yet. And the Chiefs could be dangerous. When you back a angry animal into a corner, that's when they're most dangerous. I think I'm going to go with the Chiefs as well. So we have Just saying, hey, everyone.
Morning, saying.
Thank you for hopping in. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them. We take start, sit, trade questions, anything week 12. We're glad to talk about it with you guys. But me and Wiz are taking the Chiefs here, Slim. How do you feel?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's one of those things. I mean, the Chiefs have to win this game to make playoffs, probably. And I mean, it's tough to say. It's week 12. There's still time, but there's really not at this point. I don't think they beat a playoff team yet. I think that's another big stat that I've seen, that like the Chiefs are 0-4 against teams that are playoff teams at this point right now. And I've been the resident Colt hater, I believe, as well, saying that the Colts haven't really played anybody super good.
Ooh.
So I mean, that's been my thing, that I think the Colts have had kind of a cakewalk schedule, and I mean, I think Kansas City gets it done today.
Okay, so saying go Chiefs. I'm from Wichita, Kansas. I hope they don't cheat again like a couple years ago. Yeah, well, I hope for you. When your team needs a win, you got to have it.
Just
and
cheat.
I mean, what's that?
Oh, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
When your team needs a win, just cheat.
Yeah, just cheat, baby, just like Al Davis, right? But no, I mean, I think that to share, we're all going to go with the Chiefs here against Indianapolis. I don't know how you feel, but, I just think that they're going to be pretty dangerous this week.
Well, if I'm using Dabble Fantasy or any of my betting apps, I will take the Colts to cover. They're plus 3.5. And the over-under is 49.5 in this game. But I still think, to all your guys' points, that when you're backed in a corner, it's a must-win game. They're playing at home in front of that crowd. I think Andy Reid, Mahomes, those guys will be ready and prepared enough to take advantage of a Colts team coming off a bye and really playing a little bit underwhelmingly comparatively to the start of their year. So unless the Colts can get that running game going with Jonathan Taylor, I think it's going to be one of those games that goes in Kansas City's favor this week.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree with you. And I apologize. The chat will be coming back up on a second. The stupid antivirus thing popped up on my computer. And I clicked it, and then that's why
my internet and your pop-ups. This is
wow. See, there it's back. I got it back. So saying go Chiefs, I mean Chiefs. Yeah, no doubt about it. Like I said, looking forward to this week 12. There's some good matchups here. So we are going to go with the Chiefs. And new subscriber, thank you guys for that. We really appreciate that greatly. Glad to have you all with us. So here we go. Going to go to the next game here, Teixeira. You know this one very well. I'm going to start with you. The Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. So the Packers are at home. No Josh Jacobs, no Tucker Kraft. Really no receivers to speak of. Do you like Minnesota to maybe pull this one out on the road, or do you think Green Bay has too much for them, Teixeira?
No, I actually like their odds this week against the Packers now that there's a couple players significantly listed out, and just how that offense is looking a little bit better in Green Bay, though. But if without a running game, this changes that whole dynamic. Like we talked about last night on the start-sit show, Emmanuel Wilson, I don't think he's the guy. I don't think he's the it factor to get it done on the ground game. I think they'll be running back by committee. And that changes the play calling or the scheme it should be for the first 20 plays for Matt LaFleur. I don't think he can rely on that run game to get the drives going and punch it down in the end zone. And oddly enough, I'm taking the Vikings in this game. They're plus 6.5 right now. And I think that on the road in a game that they need to win to stay in the hunt. Otherwise, they have to take a real hard look in the mirror for week 13 beyond in their season if they drop this game. And I think Jordan Addison and I think Jones will have a good game. I think JJ will have just a good enough of game, better than Love, to get the win and pull it out here. So I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Yeah, and not to mention the Vikings are a team that historically just does not completely fall off the tracks too much, right?
Yes.
They can get it righted usually pretty quick. I don't know how you feel about this, Wiz. How do you feel about the Vikings and the Packers? Because the Packers are down some serious bodies, and they've kind of underachieved right now. And, I don't know how you feel. I know Green Bay's favored in this game. Do you like the Vikings in maybe an upset here?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was just a weird season, right? Green Bay went from Super Bowl favorites to now might not make the playoffs. They need to
Let
start
your
winning these
Packer hate
games
flow
here.
through you.
What?
Let your Packer hate flow through you.
It's and the Vikings are kind of in a similar boat, right? I mean, we need one of these quarterbacks to step up right now, and none of them are kind of stepping up. JJ McCarthy, Jordan Love has looked awful as well. Play calling's probably not been there. So I don't know. It's one of those things, but I mean, eventually the better team has to win, and I think the better team on paper is the Packers. So I'm just going to side with the Packers, but I think it's going to be a close game. We'll see what kind of 9 comes out today.
Yeah, what kind of alter ego? So you're going to go with the Vikings, or are you going to go with the Packers?
I'm going with the Packers this week. I think Packers get it done.
No upset for Wiz. Wiz is going to go for the Pack. I don't know how you feel about this, Slim. Where are you at, Green Bay or Minnesota?
Well, I was like agreeing with Teixeira until he said that JJ McCarthy would play better than Jordan Love, and then that just like really took it off the rails at that point.
I mean,
I'm not
statistically, they've been playing pretty similar.
Yeah, well, and I mean that says something, that really says something about how overhyped I think Jordan Love was kind of coming into the season too. Because I wasn't.
It's Toyota-thon, Slim. You calm down here. We're getting Toyota-thon Jordan Love.
Okay, I wasn't a big Jordan Love fan. I know there was somebody on this channel that praised the love that he has.
We got the jersey over there.
But, that is what it is. I do think Green Bay gets it done today. I think it is a closer game. If you're betting the spreads, I like the 6.5 for Minnesota, but I do think Green Bay pulls out a win.
Okay. So let me say this. First of all, Slim, insulting Jordan Love. If this was from whistle to whistle, you'd hear this. Hear this sound. But luckily it isn't right now. So, I mean, I'll let you slide. So let me just say this, though. Jordan Love, JJ McCarthy, I mean, that's total polar opposites. So, like, Jordan Love does not have a number one significant wide receiver. You can make the case that JJ McCarthy has 2, right? I mean, like, Jordan Love lost his favorite target. That killed him. I think that it's not so much Jordan Love. It's just the game script this week with the injuries, what's going on. Give me Minnesota. I think that if I'm going to be a betting guy, like if I'm going to build a parlay, that is a upset pick that I really like. And they play Green Bay very well. I mean, it's a division game. Teixeira and I talked about it. Justin Jefferson seems like he carves off the Packers a lot. Like, I don't know what it is, but like he always has a good game against them. So give me Minnesota, oddly enough. I'm going to stick with you there, Teixeira. Minnesota on the road for the upset. Let's go over here now to the next game. We got to pick these games, even though that they're lopsided, Slim. Your Seattle Sea Chickens going up against the Tennessee Titans. Now, I talked about it at the beginning. I do think you're going to be able to handle your business, but this is a trap game. I mean, what's your level of worry? And I know you're going to pick the Seahawks, but do you think this is going to be a blowout, or do you think maybe Tennessee gives you a little bit of a scare?
So I've had a lot of discussions with people after last week, and everybody asked me how worried I was about Seattle, how upset I am, how bad did it look, and I mean I was a little emotional during the game for parts of it, but when your quarterback throws 4 interceptions and you have a chance to walk off and win the game on a 61-yard field goal, and you don't, but when you're that into it, with 4 interceptions, I'm not worried about Seattle's offense. I'm not worried about Seattle's defense. They were in that game all game long, even with all the mistakes they made. So I think I said it earlier this morning. If Seattle doesn't come out here and win this game by 20, I think it's a little bit of a disappointment. But I think Seattle handles the business on the road today really well. I don't think it's close at all. I think Cam Ward will be under a lot of stress. I unfortunately do have to start Cam Ward in one league that I'm real quarterback needy in. So hopefully they don't kill him too much to start the game and I get some fantasy points. But yeah, I just think the defensive line will be too much for Tennessee, and I would sit any Tennessee players you have at this point.
Well, let me just say, though, these pesky Titans, I mean, every once in a while they can muster something up. But I mean, I do agree with you. I mean, for the most part, I mean, it seems like, if I'm Tennessee, I want to get that number 1 overall pick. So how much are they going to be invested in the game? Here you go, Wiz. You think this game might be a little closer, a little sneaky, or do you think Seattle just mud stomps them?
Yeah, I mean, like kind of last week, right? Like we were never, or at least I'm not worried about Seattle's defense. I think Seattle's defense is perfectly fine. I think it's good enough to win playoff games, right? It's just the offense, and we kind of saw Sam Darnold turn back into a bumpkin this past week here. He's kind of, I was gonna say a little Jared Goff-esque, but at least Jared Goff has showed he could win big games. But they both do similar things where they like to beat up on bad teams. The Titans defense is a good defense still. They still have good pieces around them. So I don't think I don't think 20 points, beating them by 20 points is going to be real feasible unless your defense really just fucks up Cam Warren and gets a bunch of turnovers. Or it's just short fields. But I think Seahawks take care of business pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. And I'm going to pick Seattle, but I'm going to tell you right now, like if Darnold does this 4 interception shit again, this game's going to be really close. Like I'm not saying he's going to turn it over that much, but if like he does not pick up his game, I mean, Tennessee can hang around. They hung around with the Chargers. They hung around last week against the Texans. Like, I mean, I think that they can. You give them life, right? You give any team life, and they think that they can win, and their team is desperately searching to win. And it's a West Coast team coming to the East. But I do think Seattle handles it. But we'll see. They got to really put their best foot forward and play better offense. I'm going to go with the Seahawks too. Tashara, do you think this is going to be close, or do you think that Seattle takes care of business fairly easy?
I think this is going to be a business as usual. They're going to take care of it and move on to next week. I mean, they're 12.5-point favorites in this game with the over-under of 41.5. I think this is going to be probably settled at halftime and might not see a full game of Sam Darnold or the starters out there for Seattle, especially traveling across the country. So, yeah, I'm not – it could be a trap game, but I think Seattle is good enough that they're going to beat that narrative and take care of business.
Okay, so we got the Seahawks sweep. Let's go over here to the next game, and I will start with you on this one, Wizard. It's going to be the Steelers at the Bears. Look, I mean, we got Mason Rudolph in for the Steelers. I don't have a good feeling about that. I do think he can move the ball. Caleb Williams and your Bears have been really good, especially in the clutch when they have to have it. He's been bringing them back and winning these games. Who do you like in this game and why?
Yeah, the Bears do have a lot of people out, right? TJ Edwards is out, Kyler Gordon's out, Jalen Johnson's still out, Noel Sewell is out, Brisker, I think he's going to be ruled out. I thought I saw somewhere the other linebacker Edmonds might be out as well, but that's not the injury report right now, so who knows? I don't know. I think it's gonna be, if the Steelers could get the ground game going, it's gonna be a long day for Chicago. It's gonna be stopping the run, and we know the Bears defense. They're not a good defense whatsoever. The only time they are good defense is when they force turnovers, and then they look like a top 5 defense out of nowhere because they're just forcing turnovers. I don't think this could be a turnover heavy base game this week here. I think it's gonna be a lot of back and forth a little bit, and like I said, it's gonna be I think Steelers' key to winning this game is getting the running game going. I think the running game going, I think they're gonna win. But all in all, I think it's gonna be a close game here. Hopefully we can see some good Caleb Williams play here and just wield the Bears to another victory here.
But you are picking the Steelers.
No, I'm picking the Bears, of course. I'm never going to pick the Steelers from this year out, TJ.
yeah.
It doesn't matter who
Yeah,
the Steelers
right.
play.
You would pick
If
them.
they could play the Browns, I'm going to pick the Steelers. I'm going to pick the Browns.
Right, even though you have a chance to win the Dynasty DNA, pick them right. I know that, Wiz, sure. Yeah, once you're within striking distance, I will see that. So Wiz is going to take the Bears at home. Slim, who do you like in this game and why? A lot of injuries, even on the Steelers side, not having Aaron Rodgers. Who do you like in this game?
Yeah, and I think that's the main thing for me is the Steelers not having Aaron Rodgers. I know there's some Mason Rudolph believers. It's the sad thing for Mason Rudolph is it's still 7 days away until December, 8 days away, something like that. Math is hard, but it's not quite December yet, is what I'm getting at. It's not quite Rudolph time yet, so I think that kind of plays into it a little bit. I trust Caleb Williams more. I don't trust the Steelers defense any more than I don't trust the Bears defense at that point. The Bears defense looks bad if they don't get turnovers. The Steelers defense just looks old, and we've said it many times. They're just an old unit. I'll take the Bears at home here, and I think it'll be a bit of a lower scoring game between the two.
Okay, so we got two Bears to share. Are you going to go with the Steelers or the Bears?
I love that they're 3-point dogs in this game, and I'm not worried that Mason Rudolph has started. I'm going with the Steelers against the Bears because this is going to be a classic Bears game that they trip up on an opponent at home that they should beat. They're battered on offense and playing lowly on defense, but I think if the Steelers could keep this game to that 3-point split or keep it close, that I think they can find a way to pull this one out because if it's going to be once the fourth quarter rolls around again for the Bears to want to play the football game and put away teams, I don't think this is going to be a week that sort of mindset or scheme is going to work out too well for them in their favor. I think this is probably going to be my upset game of the week.
Okay, so give me the Steelers as well. Like, I do think that we will have enough to beat Chicago, given all the injuries on defense. Look, I mean, Mason Rudolph, you can say what you want. I'm not a big Mason Rudolph supporter, but he can keep them in this game. And with the Bears have kind of gotten in their own way at times, they're still a growing team. I like where Chicago is going. I like what they're doing, but you're not always going to pull these games out in the end, right? Like, it's not always going to go in your favor too. So I'm going to go with the Steelers, but I do agree with the narrative. It's going to be low scoring, going to be bad for fantasy assets. I really think so. I could see like a Loveland having a good game to share. I know you and I have talked about that. Roma Dunze, outside of that, I don't know how much, is really going to pop off. So yeah, I'm going to go with the Steelers. I'm going to go with you there to share. I will pick my team this week. I think they do have enough ass to beat the Bears. We'll see though. We'll see what happens. Let's go to the next game here on the list. And Slim, this one's for you. The Cleveland Browns at the Las Vegas Raiders, the Toilet Bowl. Bob called this the Barf Bowl, is what he called this. So I don't know what you think about this game. I said to Bob, as a punishment, we might make you watch this game. And he goes, oh, God, anything but that is what he said. So if you had to take one of these teams, who you taking in the Barf Bowl here?
Well, listen, I might be a little biased here too because I'm the resident Raiders fan, apparently. I'm the resident Ashton Genty fan. That's right. And I think, let's see, we're in week 12. The Raiders are 2-something. So I think at this point, if they lose this game, my bet of over 5.5 wins is going to be dead. So I think at this point, I hope that the Raiders pull out a win because it's not looked good so far. But Cleveland's defense is tough, and they could surprise. The only stat that I really like is that when a new quarterback starts for Cleveland, that quarterback, like when he starts and plays the full game for the first game, they're like 0-19 in their first starts for Cleveland quarterbacks when they have their first start. And for that reason, I'm going to go with the Raiders at home. I think they can get it done. And I can't say I trust Geno Smith more than Shadur Sanders. I don't trust either one of them not to throw an interception. I can't say I trust Ashton Genty behind that offensive line more than I trust Brock Bowers to carry the Raiders to a win today. There we go. That's going to be my thing. There we go. Why not?
All right. The Raiders for Slim. Wiz, who do you like, Cleveland or Las Vegas in this matchup here, this tilt?
Yeah,
Put the mortgage on it, Wiz.
yeah, it's gonna be a real good mortgage game here to fucking just bet it on. No, kind of like what someone was alluding to in the beginning. I guess before the show, that the Browns quarterbacks have not won their first start in like the last 17 quarterbacks. But if one of them's gonna get it done, it's gonna be Sanders, right? I mean,
Oh my
against the
gosh.
Raiders.
Oh boy.
It's not going to be. And no. Hold me. Hear me out. Right. You have fucking Geno Smith pointing on the other end of the ball here. Right now, go out and pick up Aiden O'Connell everywhere you can. He just came off
Good
IR.
call.
He is back. I think after Geno fucking throws 4 interceptions to the Browns or gets sacked 8 times by Myles Garrett. I think it was another insane stat that Myles Garrett has more sacks in the last 2 years than Browns as a team have in the last 5 or something like that. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be a fucking low scoring dog shit game here that I hope I will not have to watch anything of. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna flick on Red Zone and just hope the Browns never come across my screen or the Raiders. To be honest with you, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see any of this game.
You could join Bob
so-
and watch it. Bob watches it as a punishment. The Browns versus the Raiders.
Bob is sick. Bob is sick. He's just tortured himself for no fucking reason.
So you're
That
gonna
is
What you're saying is that Myles Garrett after today has a real good shot to break the sack record.
Maybe. I don't know what the
Well, he's
sack.
got
the sack-
15, and if you say he gets like 5 to 8 today, then I think it's 23 and a half, right?
Yeah, TJ Watt has it. Yeah.
I mean, he's
yeah,
close.
he has a good chance of breaking the sack record today. No, I don't know. I think there needs to be a punishment for these two teams. Like, we'll ship them off to Europe.
They get relegated.
Yeah.
I think moving them to Europe would be a better option.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
get
their
the
form of
Europeans
relegation.
winning.
Is we can set up
Yeah.
the European League. They'll be the first 2 entries.
Yeah.
So Phil says the Raiders. Phil's going the Raiders. Wiz is going to go the Browns. So we have a Raiders and the Browns. To share, who are you going to go with here?
This
Who's
is
the favorite
disgusting.
here, by the way?
The Raiders are favored by 3.
Yeah, they're
By 3?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm taking the Browns to cover. I'm
Like-
taking the under of 36, and I'm going with the Browns. Like, as bad quarterback plays on both sides, I just go with the team with the better defense and the better just overall roster. And I'm going with Cleveland Browns. This is disgusting, but I can't in any scenario envision the Raiders coming out with a win here, even at home.
See, Slim, I'm going to stick up with you. I'm going to go with the Raiders here today.
Oh,
Because let me
God.
say why. They are at home. At some point, you're going to win some games, right? I mean, this is a battle to the bottom. I just don't trust Shedeur Sanders to do anything too special. And, honestly,
Over under 7 yards for Genty.
over.
Yeah, but it's like
Dallas is a
Shedeur
tough
can't. All
matchup for
Shedeur,
him.
Shedeur does not have to play well at all, right? Just give the ball to Q. Raiders can give the ball to
Q is
Genty. They're
RB1
not going
for
to let
you.
either quarterback throw that many fucking times. You know what I mean? That's the
But
key
you
to the
gotta
game
know
is just the ground game. And I think the Browns offensive line is better than the Raiders.
But you got a
Hell
team
yeah.
that's traveling across country that sucks in Cleveland. Like, do they want to be there? How inspired are they to play?
Do the Raiders want to be in Las Vegas right now? They don't even want to be playing football. Dude,
Well,
either
Browns
team wants to play on a football field. You know what I
Right.
mean?
The Raiders will win the game today. Give me
This
the
will be
Browns.
I think this is
Highly contested matchup this week all across the network.
And you want to know one better? What was it? 3 points? The Raiders cover. How's that?
Oh my!
The Raiders
I
covered
mean, if you want to pull shit out of your ass, that's fine.
it. Oh, you guys.
What'll
Watch
happen?
it. The Raiders
Either-
He's got that nice cushion whiz, and he's got a hot head about it.
Either the Browns will win, and then half of their team will be suspended for going out and partying too much with Shedeur Sanders after the win for next week because they're in Vegas, or Vegas will win and Shedeur might pull a Johnny Manziel and still go out and party because they're in Vegas. So you never know, right?
But
You
just,
never know.
just think about the media frenzy that if Shedeur
Oh.
wins on his first start.
Oh man! Talk
Well,
about the
I'm saying,
hype
he'll be
train.
suspended next week after being in Vegas for his first win.
All right. We got another one coming up here. I got to get you guys on. We can't talk about Raiders in Cleveland forever. I thought that'd be a quick segment. No, you guys are just like
it's
the
very
Raiders,
heated, I
Browns.
guess.
Yeah, there's like a passionate plea for the Browns and the Raiders here, but let's just see what happens. We're going to go to
the Monday night.
That's right. We're going to go to the next game here. It is the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Arizona Cardinals. Wiz, who you taking in this one, Jacksonville or Arizona?
Yeah. I think this is gonna be a close game. But for some reason the Jaguars are fucking clicking. I don't know what it is, right? Trevor Lawrence hasn't looked the best at times, and other times he looks like a competent starting quarterback. It's gonna be which side is which, right? I don't know. I think the Cardinals are. I think the Jacoby Brissett magic has kind of ran out. And it kind of looked that way last week. I don't know. I think Jaguars take care of business here pretty easily.
Okay, so Wiz is going to go the Jaguars. How do you feel about this one, Slim?
The complete opposite. I don't know, man. Like Jacoby Brissett looks kind of magical, honestly, and
roll those quarterbacks there, TJ.
Quarterback won every time he's played, Jacoby. I will give him credit.
I mean, give him some love. I don't know what he's talking about like magic running out and whatnot. Like Jacoby Brissett's lighting it up. He's without Marvin Harrison again, but like I don't know if that matters honestly at this point either. Like they done it last week too, and I don't know, man. The Cardinals are a scrappy team. It seems like they always hang around way late into the season, even and it seems like teams that we can count out are like the Browns, the Raiders, the Titans. Those teams aren't normally scrappy toward the end of but it always seems like week 14, 15, 16. Sometimes the Cardinals will get into and I know this isn't a division matchup, but sometimes they'll get into a division matchup and they'll go and pull out a win against a San Francisco or a Seattle or an L because they're just a scrappy team and they they scrap, they fight till the end. And I'm going to take the Cardinals today to get the win.
Oh, wow. So Cardinals for Slim. He's going to go with his fellow NFC West foe here. He knows them very well. So Wiz is going Jacksonville. Slim is going for the Cardinals. Who do you like here, Teixeira?
I'll take the 2.5-point dogs, and I'll take the over of a 46.5. I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals this week. I think that they're going to have the more competent functioning offense than the Jaguars, and I just think that I just like their odds playing at home and how well they're playing on offense despite the injuries, and the defense I think will hold just enough to get the job done.
All right, so just like the last time, I stuck with Slim. I'm going to stick with Wiz. Give me the Jacksonville Jaguars here today. Look, I like what Jacoby Brissett's doing, but there's no running game there. I mean, they don't have Marvin Harrison. And Jacksonville, bam. I'll give you one of these. That's where we're at with Bam Knight right now, Slim. That's where we're at with Bam Knight right there. I'll do it twice. How does that sound? But honestly,
anytime touchdown for Bam Knight, Slim?
Oh, I went a different direction, but that's okay.
You went a different direction. So, yeah, Jacksonville, though, it's been defensively driven for the Jaguars. Like, that's the thing. They are playing good, sound football, and I just don't see Arizona just really scoring a ton of points. Like, I think Jacoby will be a good play. I think he'll move the ball. He'll do his thing, but the Jaguars will score points against their defense, too. So, give me the Jaguars. I'm with Wiz. Going to the next game here, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the LA Rams, Sunday Night Football. Who do you like in this one, Teixeira?
I like the Rams. I like how well they played and how resilient they were against the Seattle Seahawks, and I think that the Buccaneers are just a step down of competition comparatively to the Seahawks, and I think at home in prime time with the offense healthy and the defense just playing lights out, that I like the chances for the LA Rams to pull this game out.
Okay, so it's the battering Rams for Teixeira. Who do you like in this one, Wiz? The Rams or the Bucks?
Yeah, Bucks started out hot, and now Carolina's caught up to them in the division. I mean, granted, they have played a really tough schedule, but I think the Rams take care of business. I think the Rams are the best team in the NFC right now. and could be the best team in the NFL, all in all.
Mhm.
So, yeah, give me the Rams.
That's right. Ram up. That's what I'm
Ram.
talking about. Give me the Rams as well here. And they are. I predicted them to win this division at the start of the season. And, the thing is, keep them veterans healthy. If they're healthy, they got a heck of a roster. So I'm going to go with the Rams as well. Slim, here you go. You going to pick against your fellow NFC West rival, or do you think that the Bucs can pull the upset here?
I'm gonna be opposite of all you guys. I'm gonna take Tampa Bay, man. I like Tampa Bay on the road this week. 7.5 points too is way too many points, honestly. Tampa Bay's not a bad team. They've had a couple rough weeks. They've had a couple rough injuries. It looks like they're gonna get Chris Godwin back as well, and I think that'll help out a lot as well. Still no Bucky yet, but that's okay. I like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's a rough team. They're resilient. They're scrappy. And man, I just heard you guys say that the Rams might be the best team in the NFL, and I'm just like,
could be.
I don't know, man. Like, where's Ty when you need him to come in and glaze the Patriots? Because I feel like that's what we needed. But okay.
Bob Glazes Bob Glazes New England too, so you could use Bob for that as well.
I mean, yeah, decided to shout that out when none of the Patriot Blazers were here. So it is what it is. But yeah, and it's once again, I said it at the beginning of the year, and the Rams have done it all year so far. Is the Rams they need to keep the bets healthy, man, and it's.
So far,
so good. It's a long season. They're so far so good. They're 10 games in, and hopefully for the Rams' sake, they keep everybody healthy because I want to play them at full strength, man. That's what I want to do, and I want to play them at full strength for the division. That's where I think we're heading. So
Slim's a competitor, but he is taking Tampa Bay. And look, Tampa Bay needs it. Wiz said it. Carolina could catch them. They're within striking distance. They have to pull out a win. But we have a start-sit question coming in here. Jonathan asks,
awesome.
Start one running back between Emmanuel Wilson, Tyrone Tracy, and Quinshon Judkins, PPR. So if it's me, I'm going to start Quinshon Judkins. I don't know how Wiz feels, but I like Q. Yeah, right there. Q is RB1 for you. Teixeira's going to start Q. Wiz, do you like Q, those two options this week?
Yeah. Q is definitely an RB2 this week. At least an RB2. I just think the volume is gonna be. I think right. It's just gonna be who's gonna be able to break off the big run there. Gentier, Q. And I don't know. I just like I said. I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. So each team will be able to run the football. They won't have to go to passing, which is kind of what they've been forced to. So.
Okay, so Quinshon. Slim, is it a sweep for Quinshon for Jonathan?
Yeah, it is. It's Q. And Q could be a low-end RB1 for you. I think it could happen.
Yeah, if we could just get Q on a team where they had it'd be just amazing. If he would have
on the Chiefs.
He'd be amazing.
Do you see the this report that Aaron Rodgers arrived at Soldier Field about 20 minutes ago, but this is 2 hours ago now. And walked around one lap around the field, flipped off a couple cameras, went back inside, used his right hand to flip off the bird, so it's unclear if it with his status of his left hand, which is the one with the partial broken wrist.
What would it be without Aaron Rodgers showing off the bird? No doubt about it. But let me just say this. I do think Quinshon's the best play for you, Jonathan, and I don't like Tyrone Tracy's matchup. And Emmanuel Wilson, look, it was a decent week last week, but I mean, it was the New York Giants he run against, so we can't get too far ahead of ourselves there. And we know Green Bay's down a lot of people, so, it makes it tougher when there ain't other superstars out there to help contribute. So give me Q in a great matchup against the Raiders, in my opinion. And let's go over to the last game here. It is the Carolina Panthers at the San Francisco 49ers. Wiz, the 49er chronicler, that's you outside of the Bears Glacier Glazer. But Carolina's a team that's been kind of hot. Who do you like in this game?
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
That's all you need to know.
You just triggered Slim in 3 words.
That is the worst.
Bam!
Man.
Green eggs and
really
bam!
You want to throw up in your mouth every time you hear somebody say that, doesn't it, guys? It really does.
I love it.
So, Teixeira, is it going to be the Niners or is it going to be the Panthers?
Teixeira, I swear, you can pick the Niners, but if you say that saying, man,
Say it.
I don't know if I can handle it twice.
Say it.
I don't want to risk the buzzer this week. But I will. I mean, I think it's nuts that the 49ers are 7.5 point favorites. I do like the over at 49.5. I'll definitely take that. But again, the Carolina Panthers are an up and coming team. I'm liking what they're doing there on offense, and their defense is really holding offenses to be like more mid to average. But we are in the Bay. It is prime time, and Brock Purdy is back with Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings, and I like what I saw out of them last week. I'm going San Francisco 49ers. But I got high hopes for these Panthers.
Gotta have
bang, 49er gang.
So, Slim, here you go. You going to take 49ers or are you going to take Carolina here?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. I would love to take the Panthers for the upset, but I just don't think I trust Bryce Young enough to do it, man. I do love the 7.5 points. I do love that. As much as I would love to see the Panthers go in there and just kick the ass of the 49ers to shut up all them 49er fans, I'm just not sure it's going to happen. It's a Christian McCaffrey revenge game as well, and I
don't think there's much
gotta
revenge
pick the
between
Niners to win, to be competitive in the pick 'em. That's how it goes. But
I mean, at this point in the season, Slim, you got to make up points, right?
Hey, I'm in that
you're down pretty bad.
Right there with you, Slim.
Wait a minute, am I really far back? Am I that far back?
Yeah, you're pretty far.
Sitting in the caboose cart. We're in the back of the train, Slim.
Run it.
Wait, you dug yourself a hole, and for some reason the saying is to keep digging, which keeps making the hole deeper. But you gotta start digging the hole.
He went from Bam Bam to Bang Bang to back to the Panthers.
Yeah, no.
Right.
Wow.
Uncle Rico is going to get it done for us. Why not?
The Panthers.
Monday Night Football.
Panthers for Slim. Now, let me just say this. This NFC West, as well as Seattle's played, it's unbelievable that, they could be third in the division, soon because this division is a good division. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of good talented teams here. So, bang, bang, 49er gang.
Oh,
God. With here. Give me the Niner group.
You're lucky Slim doesn't have the buzzer board. Otherwise, you guys have been getting just buzzed.
That's why.
Let's do this. We'll do this.
Can't be trusted with it.
We'll do this.
Oh, God.
The point for the Niners right there. But, yeah, it should be a good game. And this will be, honestly, though, a good test for Carolina. A team that's kind of come on a little bit. I'm interested to see how they kind of function in a game like this, right? So, and it's on primetime, too. I'm happy for Carolina for that.
Yeah.
Primetime like football.
If they pull it off, though, we have to have a serious conversation about these Panthers turning around this season.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, they have a chance to win.
Either way, we have to have a serious conversation about, because I got into an argument the other day with a couple people that was saying that the NFC North is like the hardest division.
It is up there.
Does the NFC West not exist though?
Oh, it's tough. But let me just say this. If you go back to the Dynasty DNA division breakdowns on the deep dive, I picked Carolina to get second in this division. So I kind of seen it coming a little bit sooner. But you got to remember, I said Uncle Rico for a pair of socks too. So I seen Carolina. I had baby blue visions back then. I seen it coming.
Keeps pounding.
That's right. Keep on pounding. And Wiz said they broke the drum. The drum is fixed.
You guys, that drum breaks like every week. That's crazy. Do you see that the Niners voided Brandon Ayuk's contract for 2026?
That is
a lot of drama there.
And and that's why, like I said about listening to the shows, it's very important because Ty even said about Ayuk. I know we all really didn't have a good feeling about him.
I did. I have a great feeling about him. I'm buying him everywhere.
You're buying him after that. You're
going
to
buy him. My buy was before that, but
yeah. Well, thing is,
26-second.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think you get stung too bad on a price like that, so I can accept that. But
I'm still buy for cheaper now.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, I don't blame you, but it's definitely not a good sign, right? So that's got to be something that's a little bit concerning. We'll see. But let's get into some anytimers. Anytime touchdown scoring running back, Slim. Who do you have for us in the running back game for an anytime TD this week?
All right. And I've seen a lot of questions. Do I care if he's back? Do I care who's there? I don't. You know why? Because this guy is the RB1, and it's going to be Travion Henderson. I don't care that Ramondre Stevenson is there. Travion Henderson is scoring a touchdown today.
Okay, there you go. It's going to be Trev for Slim, and I like the confidence. Like to share had and Travion as well. So we're going to come over here now to you, Wiz. Anytime TD scoring RB, who do you have for us?
Yeah, let me just double check. It's good.
Do you need a pass?
It's a little early to do first pass right away, Out of the first fucking pick. I did not look. I just now started looking for one. All right, I'll pass.
All right, Wiz gets his one pass. He gets his one pass. Okay, to share anytime touchdown scoring running back. Who do you have?
I got this all fired up, but I'll kind of run the play clock down as long as possible so Wiz can look and say it's his time. I'm going to keep looking, but it's a guy that I've believed in since day one, since the whole draft process, and all week I've had him multiple times in my anytime touchdown picks this season for running back, and I'm going Quinshon Judkins anytime touchdown versus these Raiders.
As Ohio State running backs, you listen back to the DNA breakdowns. We talked about these boys. They can play. I like it. So, Wiz, now I'm going to give you a little bit more time. I might not be as gracious as it was running the clock down, but let me say this. This one's for you, Slim. Give me Zach Charbonnet anytime touchdown this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. Because let me just say, Kenneth Walker sucks. He is injured, but he is playing. But we've seen Charbonnet cut into his time. He's the better running back, and I do think Seattle will put some points on the board. I think Charbonnet could be a good plunge guy this week. Give me Zach Charbonnet anytime TD, Wiz. Okay, who do you have for us, Wizard? You had plenty of time to conjure one.
I did not have plenty of time. That's a lie. That's a we're gonna go Devin Singletary to fall in the end zone this week.
Oh man,
against the Detroit Lions.
There goes our parlay, guys.
I think it's pretty feasible.
No,
long
shot jumped a lot. I wonder what that happened. I wonder how that happened. Oh shit, yeah, that's why. Okay.
What's the odds, Slim, and what's $10 win us on any time?
That's the thing. I was looking for more time, and then I was because the first name that came in my head was Devin Singletary, and I was like, "That's a horrible guess, dude." And then
he's got great odds, but
then Teixeira was like, "I'll go." I was like, "All right, cool." And I was looking, I was like, "Oh, I'll just take Quinshon Judkins," and then of course that was his first one.
All right,
$10 wins bet $246.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, who's the best odds here? Because I think it might be a surprise. I think it's all pretty close.
It's definitely going to be Devin Singletary that has odds. It's not really that close. But the rest of them were all really close together. Travion plus 110, Charbonnet plus 105, Quinshon minus 110. So we were all right there with like.
And what about Devin Singletary?
Plus 200.
Oh, let's go.
I just couldn't go against my guy. I know the odds aren't in our favor for parlay, but I couldn't go off of them.
Wiz likes a long shot. All right, we're going to go to anytime wide receiving scoring touchdowns. Who do we have for an anytime wide receiver touchdown scorer for you this week, Slim?
All right. So for my anytime wide receiver touchdown, this guy got a different quarterback upgrade. Some might say upgrade. Bob would say upgrade. You know why? Because he's I don't think I can say racist on the show. He's
what?
He's hateful toward left-handed quarterbacks. And this guy now has a right-handed quarterback. It's going to be Darnell Mooney this week. That's how we're going to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's hateful against left-handed quarterbacks.
That's how we do it, yeah. Darnell Mooney, anytime touchdown. No Drake London there today either, so I think that's pretty big too.
I think the word you're looking for, he was prejudiced to left-handed quarterbacks. That's the word you're looking for.
I was like, racist, dude. What are we talking about?
I'm going to get in a quarterback conversation with Bob, and my left hand's going to out-throw him any day of the week.
Oh, okay. All right, at the Expo this upcoming year.
Oh yeah,
we have a quarterback competition between Teixeira
I'll
and
take
Bob.
all you righties on. I'll stand up for my
Book it.
Tuas and my Penix, my
Book it now.
Gabriels.
Hey, you know what Bob said real quickly? He goes, before he knew Penix was out for the season, he's like, it's a left-handed mess. Is what he called it. So that's what he called it. But all right, here you go, Teixeira. Anytime, wide receiving, scoring, touchdown, who do you have?
Oh man, I'm gonna use my pass because I'm battling between two options. I'm hoping one of them gets picked so I can take the other. So I'm gonna pass right now.
It's a pass for Teixeira. Wiz, anytime wide receiver, who do you have for us?
Yeah, let's go. I have two good options here. But I'm just gonna go with my heart of hearts, and that is gonna be Rome Adunze. This week he's gonna get in the end zone.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I had him for a start in the Stardom Sim show. I think he definitely could. My anytime touchdown scoring wide receiver is like a vintage wine right now. It is a guy that's playing so well, and I know Ty's broken out that bottle, and it said, Stephon Diggs blew off the dust, 2014. Give me Stephon Diggs anytime TD scorer against the Cincinnati Bengals this week. I think he visits the paint. He's looked great, man. You gotta love Stephon Diggs. You gotta give these old guys some props, playing well. Teixeira, anytime touchdown scoring wide receiver, who do you have on the docket?
Oh man, you guys didn't take either of them. You didn't help me out. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the guy with the higher odds because I could believe it happened. We talked about it ad nauseum yesterday on the start set. He destroys this team when he plays them. I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson against the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, but really though, as bad as it's been, that could be a good, sneaky.
I like
pick.
the odds because my other pick was gonna be Rashee Rice, but at plus 195, I'll take Jefferson.
Yeah, I like that. Very sneaky to share. Justin Jefferson. Okay, Slim, what's $10 win on that, and what's the odds look like?
All right, so $10 on that wins 681.91.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking now. Highest odds are okay. Darnell Mooney plus 265.
Because he doesn't have a quarterback.
Johnson plus 200.
Oh, okay.
Roma Doomsday plus 165. Stephon Diggs plus 135.
Okay, there you have it. All right. Like
And
those
I
calls?
do like not picking Rashee Rice lining up against Sauce today.
Okay.
That would have scared me to share lining up against Sauce. I think Xavier Worthy might have, and I know we all love Rashee Rice. I think Xavier Worthy might have a bigger game, just because Sauce is locked down.
Xavier Worthy, it's like
he's
this.
towing the line of that buzzer again.
Xavier Worthy, you go to the toilet and you go, whoosh. That's exactly what you need to do there. So we have Jay Poole asking, pick one, Judkins, Brees, or Sean Tucker. Okay, there you go, boy. What a list that is. If you had to pick one of those guys in a start situation, who are you going to take, Slim? Judkins, Brees, or Sean Tucker?
Oh, man.
Hot seat. Here we go.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it really is. Oh, man. I think I want to take Brees, man. I think I do. I think I want to take Brees today. And it's rough, but I love Judkins, but it is one of those things that's like a really low point total. And if Judkins doesn't fall in the end zone, I think Brees could outscore him.
Right. Better pass catching opportunities. And the Ravens have been giving up some runs, Wiz. I know Wiz knows this Ravens defense. Do you think Brees could get it done, or do you rather go Judkins or Sean Tucker? You know this team, Wiz. You know this team.
It's tough. That's a tough question, man. That's a good one.
I'm just going with Judkins here. The pass catching is going to be nice there. Decent upside for Brees. I was going to offer him a safe 4, right? I just don't think we're going to offer up a lot, right? I wouldn't be surprised if, right, we've been dropping Kyle Hamilton down a lot more. He's been really just a guy we move around our offense, like the ultimate chess piece. And I wouldn't be surprised if instead of having a linebacker typically on a running back, they put Kyle Hamilton a lot of times on Breece Hall because who the fuck else is the Jets throwing the football to? Mason Taylor, you know what I mean? Like who else? Like who's Alan Lazard is on that team still? Maybe Josh Reynolds is on IR, I think. So I don't know. I just don't see much Jets pass catchers. So I think we could just focus on the run, shutting down the run. So
It's a good.
I think Judkins is overall probably the safer option.
It's a very good point, Wiz. And, you really don't think about that. But, yeah, there really isn't any receiving threats there with the Jets. I love Breece Hall, but the matchup is decent. But the receiving threats, that could be a problem. How do you feel about this, Teixeira?
Q is RB1 for you. I'm rolling with Judkins. He's got the best matchup out of all three of these running backs as far as the difficulty of defense. And alluded to earlier is that how often are they going to put the ball in Shedeur Sanders' hands? So I think the volume is going to be there for Quinshon Judkins as well. I just think that Sean Tucker could bust one and have a big play just as much as Breece can, but I think those defenses are more competent and able to shut down the run more so than the Las Vegas Raiders are.
Right, and Sean Tucker's played well, but you're right, the matchup is tough. And then there's still Rachaad White there, right? Like, I mean, It ain't like nobody behind them. So there is something there. And, I think you're right. I mean, it's really going to be touchdown base, who finds the end zone. But, I mean, you look at it, Judkins does have an opportunity in a very bad matchup. I do have to agree. I think I got to go Quinshon here. If the Jets had Garrett Wilson, I might feel a little bit differently. Yep. But the lack of a passing game is going to be an issue. So you got one Breece, three Judkins here for J-Pool. I think that's the route I'm going to go as well. Give me Q as RB1 for you. But let's get into our anytime touchdown scoring tight ends. And we're going to come over here to you now, Slim. Anytime touchdown for a tight end, who do you have?
Yeah, I actually went to this Kansas City game for this, but I didn't pick the popular tight end out of this. I picked Tyler Warren anytime touchdown today for my tight end.
Okay, and a little bit of a tougher matchup. Slim's going to go for Tyler Warren. How do you feel about an anytime touchdown scoring tight end, Teixeira? Who do you have?
Let's go Travis Kelce on the other side of the ball. Sauce Gardner's going to shadow Rashee Rice. Xavier Worthy is going to be a big boom option. I think Patrick Mahomes could rely on Old Faithful to find his way in for lumping into the end zone. So we'll go Travis Kelce.
All right, Travis Kelce. Wiz, anytime touchdown scoring tight end.
Yeah, we're going to go into the West Coast a little bit there. We're going to go with the bang, bang George Kittle here. You think in the end zone?
Reloaded.
Tomorrow night?
Cocked and loaded.
Hey, no. That's Monday night.
Yeah, what the? What?
Oh, yeah, fuck. All right, that's fine.
He just really wanted to say bang. He just really wanted to say bang bang again, didn't he? Man, he's really loving that, isn't he?
Empty clip of that gun.
I'm pretty sure the last time he picked George Kittle, wasn't George Kittle the only leg that missed too on that one? Yeah.
George Kittle scored the last scored touchdowns in like the last time he's been back from injury, the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, well, I think you picked him the week that he didn't.
Oh yeah, I guess 3 out of 4.
You did.
Probably. All right, we'll go. What about someone that?
Oh,
damn it!
Kyle Pitts is out there.
Close to Loveland's out there.
We're trying to pick someone that's going to actually win the parlay here. So
right.
Why would I ever pick Kyle Pitts?
Because there's no Drake London, and the last time Drake London was out, Kyle Pitts actually had a really solid game.
All right. You know what, Slim? I'm gonna trust your advice and opinion. I'm gonna go from that game. We're gonna go Juwan Jennings, a tight end that actually knows how to play football.
Wait, that's a wide receiver.
Juwan Jennings.
Juwan
Johnson. Juwan Johnson.
Oh, it's like
Juwan Johnson. Sorry, I got Niners on the brain.
He's got Niners on the brain.
Yeah, he's thinking about the bang bang Niner gang, no doubt about it. So my anytime scoring touchdown for a tight end this week is going to be a guy that, I like. He's in a tough matchup, but I just think out of necessity, right? Give me Theo Johnson.
Oh, you bastard.
In the end zone this week with Jameis Winston slinging the rock. There might be 5 interceptions.
Why would you put that evil on my Lions, TJ?
Oh, don't worry, Teixeira. You guys will win, but Jameis will be like this. Give me some W's, throwing some picks. And go ahead and give me my guy, Theo Johnson. He might get in one of them dirty touchdowns. Another guy in the TJ sock drawer. Give me Theo Johnson for an anytime TD this week. What do we think about this, Slim? What's our odds look like? What's $10 win you?
All right. So I just wanna point out, like, as I'm making it, Jawan Johnson's odds just went up. So perfect timing there.
Wiz is on to
Yeah, maybe he's on to something. 10 wins us back $867.
All right. Merry Christmas. That'd be a good Christmas present.
That would be great. And then I believe, oh shit, it combined. Okay, well, fuck. Okay, well, it's weird because it combines it because it's a 2-pitch same game parlay with Warren and Kelsey. So now I got to go find those. But Theo Johnson is a plus 270. Jawan Johnson is a plus 235 now. And then Travis Kelsey is a plus 135, and Tyler Warren is a plus 210.
Okay, there you have it. And that could be a nice little Christmas present, nice little stocking stuffer there for sure. But let's go to an anytime interception thrower. Boy, we got a plethora of options this week, Slim. You get the first crack at it. Who do you have for an anytime INT?
Why do I always forget to look at these, man? I never make these in my notes. Probably because I'm so bad at them. I'll take my pass. I'll let everybody else go. Let me look at this. So I don't want to take something too low.
Slim's going to pass on to Teixeira. Teixeira, anytime INT thrower. Who do you have?
I'm smashing Kirk Cousins this week for anytime interception thrower.
Captain Kirk. Where's Spock at? Anytime interception thrower for Kirk. 2 chains there for Teixeira. Okay, Wiz, anytime interception thrower. Who do you have?
Yeah, I'm going to go with low-hanging fruit, and it's not even hanging anymore. It fell on the ground. I'm picking it up. That's going to be Shore Sanders. I watched him on his first 2 drives just try to keep throwing interceptions on all of his throws. So I think he's going to keep the energy up.
I'm going to call this out right now. We're timeout. I'm going to call it out. We hated on TJ for real low-hanging odds last week. What are we accepting? Because 1 interception is pretty low.
For Shore Sanders?
Yeah, it's a minus 196. You have better odds at 2
That shit's been rotting on the ground for a while.
But see, though, it is the Raiders, though. So it's like either he's got to throw it to him because I don't think the Raiders are going to make a bunch of plays on these footballs. So either. So
all right. I'll switch it up here. What about we do Cameron Ward anytime INT?
Okay.
Is that better odds?
Let me get to it because once I didn't research any of these. Let me get to it. Let me see.
I'm not either. I just keep shooting them off the hip.
If it's minus 160,
it is better. It's minus 161. That is better.
Okay. I would say just it can't be worse than minus 170.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
What was Kirk Cousins' odds?
Oh, you were fine. Like minus 118, I believe, or something. Yeah. You're fine.
Okay. So we'll go to me here. And I won't take the low-hanging fruit this week, but I will take someone that's probably in the plus. Give me Daniel Jones anytime in INT against the Kansas City Chiefs this week. I think he will throw one to that Chiefs defense. So I think that's a good bet. I think that you could cash on. So what does that get you, Slim? How has that? I guess
Slim needs his pick.
That's right. Slim skipped his pick. So Slim, you got to give us yours. Now you gotten all 3. Now you have no excuses now.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the guy I was looking at, we're kind of on the same page, TJ, except for I was on the other side. I was looking at Patrick Mahomes for an anytime interception. I think he's going to try to force the ball to Rashee Rice, and I think Sauce might get one. I think that's going to be the play.
All right. Anytime INT sticking in the same game as me. So I like that. But let me just say, what a great episode, guys. We need to get
10 wins, 111.
How much is it?
10 wins back 111.
Okay.
And Mahomes plus 102. Danny Dimes minus 116.
Okay.
Kirk Cousins minus 118.
Right.
Cam Ward minus 161.
Okay. And then 10 wins you 111, you said, right?
Right.
Okay. There you have it. Okay. But Good episode as always, guys. Appreciate you tuning in with us as always. We'll give everyone some time to check their lineups and their bets. And let me just say, all the YouTube subscribers, thank you for all the new people that have subscribed. We're getting closer and closer to that goal of 300. We'll get that one knocked out soon. We love to have you with us. If you guys have any questions, our door is always open. You can just comment on a YouTube video, join the Discord, or, join the Facebook page, Dynasty DNA Fantasy Football Network. You guys could join over there. We'd love to have you. Also, check out all the shows on Spotify, Apple Pod, Stitcher, Amazon, all the big podcasting platforms were available over there. We'd love to have you throughout the week. We talk all kinds of great stuff. Not to toot the own horn, but we're ahead on a lot of things, right? We're always usually a step ahead. You guys got to get over there and check that out. We'd love to have you if you are a podcasting fan. And let me just say this. I know I speak for Wiz, Teixeira, Slim, everyone here at the Dynasty DNA Network when I say, hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, what's left of it. Join us for the Culture Shock Live tonight with Big Culture Bob. We'll see what kind of mood he's in after this Browns-Raiders game. It should be interesting. But good luck at all your Week 12 matchups. Have fun today, guys, and we will see you all on the next episode